Hello everyone, it's Fran with Fabric Café.
Hi, and Hannah.
So thankful that you've joined us today. We really appreciate it. And it looks like lots of you are here.
Yeah.
So I see Joy T and Cassie and Tammy and Shannon and Jean and Ruth and Tree Chickens, welcome back. And Joyce, so many people. We thank you so very much.
Yeah, it's awesome to be here. We're glad you guys are here. How are you doing? Did you guys do anything fun this weekend?
Yeah, what you working on?
Yeah.
Let us know. We would love to hear. And what are you working on, Hannah?
So currently I am working on the Amore quilts. I'm using up some of my fabric scraps. So all of my hearts are different colors cut out from a fat quarter bundle I had leftovers from. And the borders on my alternate block, it might be the main block, I don't know, the other block. One of the ones, the one that's framed. It's like strips of fabric that are also scraps that I'm using to make lots of different colors and stuff like that. And this one, I'm actually going to quilt myself.
Really?
I am.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you going to try to hand quilt it or are you going to try to machine quilt it?
Combo.
Okay.
I'm going to do some stitch in the ditch, I think, and then do some hand quilting on the hearts.
I am super impressed. What do you guys like? Do you like to hand quilt or do you like to machine quilt? Do you like to send it out to a long arm? What do you guys like to do? I know that we did one of the long arm videos not too long ago and it did so well. Well, one of the how to quilt without a long arm videos.
How to do it yourself. Which is really, I mean, that's how I have learned to do, or have learned to do what I'm going to do.
Right.
Did that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I live kind of vicariously myself through Fabric Cafe videos. We do videos on new topics that I haven't done before either, and that's my learning experience.
I love it. So we all learn together.
Yeah, exactly. So I go back to the videos too to find out, wait, how did Fran do that? Which is fun.
All right, we have some questions here. So I think I just saw one about the program that we use to design quilts. And I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. I was listening and trying to catch it at the same time. Just to kind of touch on that, we actually use EQ8 to design all of our patterns. And then we have our own math spreadsheet that we kind of put together just to make sure that every quilt can be made with 3 yards. So it's really important to us to keep that there. So we do use EQA. We've gotten to know it really well, and it's an amazing program. So, all right, let's see what else you guys are up to. Oh, Jean loves to hand quilt. That's awesome.
Ah.
I just have not gotten into it. I'm still sending them out to the long arm, which we have a great long arm, so it's good. Pastry Queen says, I like to procrastinate when it's time to quilt the top. Yep, I get that. You better believe it. And hey, Leanna, it's so glad to have you here. Thank you, and thank you for the shout out as well.
Joanne is wondering what pattern is displayed behind us. This is boho triangles. It's from our Fat Quarter Quilting Fun book. Wow, I struggled with that one for a minute. If I got the name wrong, someone in chat tell me.
Yeah, so it's Boho Triangles from Fat Quarter Quilting Fun. It was a book that we did a couple of years ago on fat quarters. Still a 3-yard quilt, and it would be great for scraps, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and this one's so fun too. It's really, it's really easy, straightforward. You could use lots of different colors, and you could bring out a lot of different designs in it depending on where you place your fabric.
Well, that's absolutely true. Boy, we have so many of you here. Thank you. I see Jean. Let's see. Jean, keeping these as I keep giving them away. Quilt on my domestic machine. That's awesome. She's doing scrappy hot mats. Oh, that's great. I love that. Diane, welcome.
Rose does all her own quilting, different methods.
Oh,
Wow.
that's great. I'm so envious of all of you that are hand quilting and doing all of these different things.
I mean, when the inspiration hits you, the inspiration hit me because I had thread left over from another project. And that's why I was like, oh,
Okay, let's do
I'll
it.
use this thread. Yeah.
You know, it's great because I've been doing a lot of quilting as well, piecing, I guess.
Yeah.
And I have been using a lot of scraps as well. I've been using layer cakes and jelly rolls and fat quarter bundles that I've had forever. And it's fun. It's so much fun to take a 3-yard quilt and use some scraps to put it together because they're easy to convert, and it just makes them so much more lively, I think. I mean, not that they're not great as they are, but
Yeah. But you can, take it up a notch, which is always fun.
yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, I just realized we should probably tell y'all where we are. You might notice we're in a different space today.
We are in a different space.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. So we recently have done a little bit of renovation in our building, just moving things around, utilizing our space better. There were a lot of wasted spaces, I think.
Yep.
And so now it's more streamlined.
Yep. We're trying to get the workflow in our offices kind of together. And Hannah was officing in our room that we were doing our YouTube videos. So now she gets to have an office without being in a studio, and we have like a dedicated space.
Yeah.
But we've all just played musical offices, I guess, just to kind of help everything. And we've done, fresh coat of paints and things like that. So it's really great. And it's great that we have this new space because
Absolutely.
it feels so big.
Yeah, so much bigger than before. Because also, so I was sharing the space, and we always had to take up any equipment, any tools we were using for filming because that space was used for many other things.
Right.
And that's very time consuming. So now it's just, we get a little bit more time to dedicate to actually making the videos, which is really exciting.
Yeah, it is really, really nice.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that this space will grow up and kind of morph into what our imaginations are seeing. We love it the way it is now, but I do think that we're going to do some little tweaks here and there and get it even more fun. And this also means that it allows us to do a lot more videos, more extensive videos, I think.
Yeah.
And bring a lot better content for you, which we're very excited about. As Hannah said, we learn so much when we do them.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes we go back and go, we did a video on that and I would do it different now.
Yeah, because
And
it's
that's
always
okay.
a learning experience.
Yeah.
Because we get feedback from y'all too on things you like, things you would like to see us do differently, and that's really helpful. Your comments, your feedback,
Yes.
it's really, really great.
I agree with that totally. We really do listen. So let's see who's here. We have Patty. Hello, Patty. Carrie, Beth from Lincoln, Nebraska. I love it. Pastry Queen says the decor and space is just beautiful. Thank you so
Yay,
much.
thank you.
Dolores, hello. We're so happy to have everyone here. We really, really appreciate it. All right, so.
Is that a jacket? I love the colors. You mean what Fran is wearing?
Is that a jacket? I love the colors. My shirt?
Well, your
sweater?
shirt? I think your shirt.
It's just a
Because you've
shirt.
got lots of colors.
Yeah,
it's
it's
beautiful.
got lots of colors. I have this thing. I always buy clothes with lots of colors, but you guys know that.
That's true.
I guess you could say I went bold with my clothes.
I need to take a note from your book because I love the bold colors, but my wardrobe is primarily grays and blacks, if I'm honest.
Oh my goodness.
It's just easy.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, I want to answer this.
Yeah.
Jan asked, are there any new books coming out anytime soon? Well, I'm going to tell you what. We have had photo shoots. We have had cover shoots. We have been putting the tweaks and the final touches on a book that will be out in May. So we are super excited about it.
Just around the corner. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah,
So-
and we have, that's going to be here. So be sure, you guys, if you aren't subscribed to YouTube, be sure and do that. Hit that notification bell so that we can notify you when our videos come out and that new book video comes out.
Yeah.
So, and I want to mention, so when we do a book introduction, we usually do a video showing you all of the quilts. That's kind of our first one, just so that you can see up close and personal all of the quilts. Then we usually do a follow-up with like a tutorial, how they're put together, some different fabrics and things like that. And recently we've kind of added, a few weeks later, a sew-along of one of the quilts from the book. Do you guys like that format? Do you like seeing a sew-along from a new book where we're actually making one of the quilts? Let us know, because I know they're fun for us.
Yeah.
You know, it does take a little bit more. And Justin is our videographer and editor, and he does an amazing job.
Yes.
And he always makes us look good.
Ah.
So that
Which is
is
great.
something that I would love to hear you're doing the right combination of things so that you can get to know the quilts better.
Yeah. How do you feel about that flow? Always trying to know. We've got some yeses to the sew along.
Oh, good. So you guys like those. I kind of like them too. I think they're really fun, and I like putting all of the different fabrics in the quilt patterns too. I really love that. So what else is going on? We have some additional things, not just books, coming out as well. We have some new patterns that will be coming out.
Which I think you'll be very excited about. We could let them in and give them a little sneak peek at what type of patterns they will be.
Okay.
So right now on getting panel patterns.
Yes.
So working hard, got the designs. She showed me the designs and they're amazing.
You're so
They are. They're really cool. And I think they're going to be a lot of fun. And we're looking to release those by the end of the year.
By the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
It takes us just, there's quite a bit that goes into them. So we are getting them going and working on them now. And I'm super excited about it. And I'll have to say that you guys are the ones who gave us the idea to do that. You really have been asking for them. And so we are going to get those designed. It takes a little bit of different thinking. But we got them, and I'm excited, so it's awesome.
All right. I had a few other questions. Jan, sorry, I was having a hard time finding the comment. I saw it and then it moved up. Jan asks, Fran, are you going to have any new fabric in the making?
Yes.
It's a big year at Fabric Café.
It's a big year. Actually, we should have a new collection of fabric that I designed here in July. So we've got projects already in the works. We've got some quilts at the long arm. We've got some other additional little projects that we've done that I'm so excited to share with you. And I love the fabric line, so can't wait.
It's very, very pretty.
Yes, very fun. I think it's going to be very well received, and hope to offer some additional things and not just yardage or kits, but some additional things as well. So happy about that. All right.
Will you be the Grateful Quilter asks, will you be putting any more of your patterns on pre-quilts?
Oh, yes.
That's a good question.
Our goal is every time a book is released, we make sure that those patterns are on pre-quilt. So all of the new ones for sure will be. Now, we do have some of our individuals on pre-quilt, and we do have a goal to try to get those up as we can, those that are not up now. So I love pre-quilt. I think it's a great way to look at the fabric and the patterns. So.
Yeah. And if any of y'all don't know what pre-quilt is, it's a website that you can join, get a membership for, and then they have a lot of different designers, ourselves included. Not that I designed the quilts, just Fabric Café collective, we. You can get the patterns and basically color it. Yeah. And you can color it with like fabric basics, just different bold colors, or you can upload pictures of your own fabric, I believe, and plug those into the patterns and move them around so you can actually see what your quilt is going to look like.
Yeah.
So
It is very
it's pretty
cool.
cool.
It's
Yeah.
very fun to play with. It really, really is. So if you haven't checked it out, be sure and do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Cassie asked if the fabric collection is going to be bright and bold. Of course. No doubt.
Oh yeah, it's very reflective of Fran's personality. I think it's very
Yes,
bright and happy.
It's very bright and happy, and I'm very excited about it. Beverly asked, would love more baby quilt patterns. Well, you know, that's a good idea. I do know that we did a video a little bit ago on how to reduce a standard 3-yard quilt to be a baby quilt. So that's definitely one way to go. But we'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Beverly. All right. Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Oh,
Keep saying that. Let's see.
Beth is going to use a panel as a centerpiece of a twin quilt.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
That is awesome. All right.
That's super
now,
fun.
Vera asked for a book using pre-cuts. Now, Vera, are you familiar with our stash busting quilt? It actually has patterns that utilize layer cakes, charm packs, and jelly rolls. So that's a really, really good one to do. But we'll probably, you know, keep watching. We'll be with. So that's good too.
Yeah, some instruction on how to take the pre-existing 3-yard quilts and tweak them, change them. Because 3-yard quilts really do lend themselves to that. I've done a lot of pre-cuts and,
I have too.
quilts.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. You just got to look at your measurements and be like, can I use this there? And then maybe tweak a little bit, but.
Would a twin quilt fit a day bed? All of our twin quilts are slightly different sizes, and I cannot tell you off the top of my head what a size of a day bed is. So I would just check each individual pattern for the sizes. And in case you guys didn't know, if you'll go to our website and look at our book patterns, I do believe that all the sizes of the quilts are listed there, so you will know if the size works the book. So that's also super helpful. Wow, so happy that all of you are here. Thank you.
Fortnite Streamer said that she works at a fabric store and suggests the patterns to people who come in. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
That's so
much.
sweet.
Yes.
That's so kind of you.
Absolutely. You know, it's you guys that help us to keep going. Sharing it with your friends. And liking and subscribing, and helps us to be able to keep going and keep producing videos and keep producing new patterns and books. And we can't do it without you. You're part of our team and you're part of our family, and we really, really are grateful and appreciate you.
Oh yeah, thank you. Helps way more than you even realize.
Oh yes.
So very grateful for all of the comments, all of the sharing. It's great.
Yeah.
All of it's awesome.
And in case you guys didn't know the page, it's a tab on YouTube. And that is a great place that we share things with you. And if you share quilts with us, like if you send a quilt to we listen at fabriccafe.com, we'll get those. And often we share some of those on our community page. So I think that's kind of cool that we have that. I know I love it. And it's so much fun to see what everyone is doing. We love it is, and she can tell you. Every once in a while I'll have my phone and I'll come in there. Look at this color combination. Look what whoever Susie did on this.
Yeah. So
we need to do this.
Yeah. You know, talk about us inspiring your fabric. You guys inspire our fabric.
Us. You really do. So I think it's really cool. All right.
Sarah asked, do you send all your quilts to a long arm? Yes, we do. Well, so at Fabric Cafe, a couple different ones to keep up with the quilts that we get made for our books and patterns and things. Personally, I have always sent mine to a long arm as well. I have not delved into at-home quilting yet. That's my next project.
Yeah. Well, you're working on it. You're doing it.
Yep.
You're
Well, I
gonna
haven't finished the top yet, so I'm still piecing the top.
And you know, it's interesting because I used to free motion quilt all of my quilts. Even Fabric Cafe quilts, I used to free motion. And over the years, as we found long arm quilters that we really trusted and did such a phenomenal job, we've quit quilting them ourselves. So it just makes it a whole lot easier, and we get some really great quilting designs that me, being a free motion quilter, is not going to be able to do. So, I mean, it's fun to do, but I'm not going to have the breadth of design that they do in a long arm. So it's kind of cool. Guys, I want to just mention, I see that a couple of you have been saying that we're not synced up with our mouth and our sound. It's not syncing, and I do apologize. I'm not sure there's a whole lot we can do about that right at the moment, but if we can, we will. Okay, so I do see those comments, and we are working on that. All right, let me see who else we have here. Hello, Mary. Thank you so much. Nancy is here. Have you thought about a quilt that would be a wheelchair size? No, we haven't thought about that. We should look into that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you so much, Nancy. All right.
Debbie asks about pre-cut kits. We actually are going to be having some pre-cut kits for some special projects coming up. We didn't delve into them very much before, so we're on this new adventure of trying out pre-cuts and things to see how it goes. So we've been 3 yards of fabric, and now we're exploring and playing a little bit. So you will get some pre-cut kits out there.
Yep,
it's
been fun. We've been pulling something together. And it's been fun. So we love it. So yeah, keep an eye out on those. Let's see. Lenora said that her best friend suggested that she watch our YouTube, and now she's hooked. Thank you, Lenora. Appreciate it so much. Our job is to inspire you.
Yeah.
and to be inspired by you. Let's see. Fortnite asked, have you made a 3-yard quilt plus a panel? Working on panels.
Yeah.
Working on panels. All right, wheelchair blankets. I think that's a great idea. I really do. I know a lot of you do quilts for charity, and that makes me think of that. And I think that's wonderful how giving all of you are. It's very heartwarming. Very, very heartwarming. All right. You know something else? We're talking about panels. We're talking about pre-cuts. I know that we have introduced a new series on our YouTube with Charity. I don't know if you guys have caught it. I think she's done 2 videos now that have aired. The first one was the block swap, and I think a lot of you are familiar with that and have seen that. And then she just did one on embroidery, and we've got a few more planned. How are you feeling about that? Do you like seeing different ways to use 3-yard quilts? Have you been inspired with that? I think it's interesting. We're trying to take the 3-yard quilts and make them like a base canvas so that you can do lots of different things with them, because the construction is so easy. We feel like that there's so many things you could do that we could share with you. So would love to hear your feedback on that and how you feel about that and how to take them and all of that. All right.
Gail asks, are there any upcoming events or quilt shows that Fabric Cafe will be attending? Yes, we will be going to Houston this fall. Yay! Yes. So we'll be there.
Yep. We'll be there.
Gratefully, that one is closer to us, so it's not quite so much of a trek. No flying necessary, which is nice.
Yeah. We are not doing as many on-site shows as we were. Excuse me. But we have, as you probably have noticed, we've bumped up our YouTube, we've bumped up our book and pattern schedule so that we're trying to produce more. And we are getting out there a little bit. I know that we're walking some shows. We were at QuiltCon, and we met a lot of you at QuiltCon, and we really had a good time. We are really hoping that we can get out and be inspired by some of these shows, just like you do. So we can bring new ideas and meet you and be able to sit and visit with you and not just be in a booth where we have to work.
Yeah.
So, but we will continue to do Houston Festival because it is close to home. So, all right. Oh, good. I'm so glad to see some of you are saying that you love Charity's video, because I really love Charity's video too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm even thinking about incorporating some of her embroidery that she taught into quilts. So, see, I take our videos and I just take the stuff for myself too. Not gonna lie, sometimes when I think about what videos should we do, I think about what do I want to learn, and hopefully it's good videos.
Yeah. So I know a couple of you have asked about John, so I'll go ahead and let you know. John is still here. John is over our wholesale and distributor areas, as well as he is one that works on the shows. He works on our social media, does a lot of our analytics and things like that. So that has grown so much that he's really his focus in on that and not doing videos quite as much. Now, that doesn't mean he won't do videos, because I know of at least one that's coming up that he's going to be in. So, and then of course, Mom, Donna, she is still designing. She does not work in the office anymore. She, I guess, semi-retired or retired, and she is still coming in and doing videos from time to time, but she is kind of stepping back a little bit. So it is nice to still have her here, and of course John is still here, just having his focus placed in some much needed areas. So, all right.
Radine, I apologize if I did not say your name correctly. She said, also, you said really dumb question. It is not a dumb question, okay? She wants to make a queen quilt for her granddaughter's graduation. And she is asking for pattern suggestions. I don't think that's dumb. I think that's fun. That's a fun discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, and see, someone, Jennifer suggested the Stepping Stones pattern. That is a really good one. It's really, it goes together really fast, and you can show off a nice fabric. What is your granddaughter into? What is she like?
Yeah, that would be
and
cool.
maybe
Some
we
of her
can give
interests,
some
her
ideas.
colors,
Can
and
open
things
the
like
chat
that.
up.
Yeah.
What are her favorite kind of colors? That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Stepping Stones is a good one. I know you've made that one, and it really is a great one. So good suggestion on that. We have so many good ones, though. I love Town Square.
Yeah, that's
I love
a great
Roman
one.
Holiday. All of these are which makes me wonder. We have a really special video Thursday airing.
Yes.
Oh, this is great. You guys you set me up perfect. Thank you so much. We have a video on Thursday for go-to patterns. And we asked you what your go-to patterns were, and we actually have incorporated some of those in the video, and we have shared some of ours as well. So that would be a great one to watch, because those go-to patterns, you know why they're go-to patterns? Because they're fast, they're easy, they're phenomenal, they look great.
Show off fabric well. That was a lot of people want something with big fabric.
Yep. Because that's what we love. We love the
That's what you're trying
fabric.
to.
So Ray D, be sure and catch the video on Thursday, because there's some good suggestions there.
Yeah, and we asked about it on our social media, on our Instagram, Facebook, but also on our YouTube community page. So what Fran was mentioning earlier, that community page will put out quilts and questions and things like that all the time. So if you have never checked that out, you should definitely click over there.
It's fun. I go over there. That's what I do whenever I drink coffee, is I look at our community page.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of good stuff on there.
Really
And that's, if you're on our page, our YouTube page, there's some tabs up at the top, and one of those tabs is community. So you can see like videos, playlists, community is up there. So that's how you find it.
Yep. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Debbie, thank you. You love the Matchmaker series. I really appreciate that. I have considered whether or not we needed to continue with the series, but it does seem to be loved by so many. And I enjoy doing it. I really enjoy seeing all of the unique fabrics that come in. Oh my goodness, there's so many different ones.
Which is great.
Which lots of vintage fabric, which I find so fascinating. And it's so much fun to see. So I'll tell you, so Jessica, my assistant, usually gets the mail. And she loves it when a matchmaker comes in because she'll run it. We got a matchmaker, and we open it up like it's a little present, you know, like it's Christmas. Oh, look at this one, you know. Oh, wow, what are we going to do with this? Oh, you know, we saw this fabric over here. We should match that with it. And so it's cool because the Matchmaker series, not just in the video, but behind the scenes, has become a little bit of a exciting little community affair for us as well.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's a surprise every time. You never know what you're going to get.
You never know what I mean, you guys surprise me every time.
Yeah.
So I know that Jessica helps me a lot on that. And also, Stephanie helps me a lot on that. She helps search for fabrics, search for coordinates. She sends me all kinds of things so that I can look at them, and we start putting them together. So it really is a team effort, and it really is a lot of fun. So
I just want to say thank you to Anita. That's very sweet. She said that I make her feel like she can sew any 3-yard quilt, and that is absolutely true.
True.
You can sew any of them.
Very, very true. So many suggestions for Radine. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Virginia suggests, would love a book dedicated to pre-cuts, perhaps with some yardage. That's a great idea. And we did sort of do that with our stash busting, so keep that book in mind.
Yeah, if you haven't checked that one out, check it out. Stash Busting with 3-yard quilts. It teaches you how to use some pre-cuts in there.
Yeah. Now, Rose says, could you come up with a double Irish chain quilt? Why haven't we done that? Yeah, we can.
I don't design, that's why. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a great idea. Thank you for that, Rose. That is a great idea. Alrighty. More people saying, yes, continue doing Matchmaker. I will continue doing Matchmaker.
Yep. It's a fan favorite, I think.
I think so, too.
I mean, and me as a fan as well. I always enjoy the Matchmakers because also I love hearing the stories about them too. Like, why did you like that fabric? You know, you really feel close to the quilter who sent it in.
I agree.
You feel like you're a part of their story, their life, and their adventure.
And you're
really
helping.
cool.
And I always say that you guys have the biggest hearts, and you make quilts for other people. And I just think, that is so wonderful. It is really, really touching. So just absolutely love it. And I love being part of that. Love to see more memory quilts. Memory quilts. Now, when you say memory quilts, do you mean things like fashioned out of something that's a memory, like a shirt or I mean, is that what, when you say memory quilts, help me understand, because I would like to know, because,
Joyce, I'm late for the party, but I made it. You're just in time, Joyce.
Yay, Joyce.
You are perfect. Because, you know, even after we say goodbye, which is not this moment, but after we say goodbye, you can go back and watch all of it.
Yeah.
Correct me if I am wrong on that, Justin.
Yeah, absolutely. So now our lives are in a different section. Remember when Hannah was talking about the tabs at the top of our YouTube page? And we have a video tab and a community tab. We also have a tab or a section for lives, I believe. And so there's a tab for those, so you can click over there, and you can watch all of our old ones too. They're still up as far as I know.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're kind of interesting. So we've done several with different ones of us.
Yeah.
So very cool.
And we're trying to do more of them because it seems like we've had feedback that everyone likes it. They want to see more. Are there any types of lives, like any types of things you'd like us to do in a live?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any ideas for specifics right now, but if you have any, let us know.
Yeah. Okay, so Michelle says, quilts using photos would like to grade. So memory quilts using photos
Okay.
with a transfer method of getting the photos onto the fabric. That would be a very
Yeah.
interesting topic. We should
Yeah.
learn how to do that
Yeah.
so we can share with you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I know they have fabric, like printable fabric, don't they? That you can print
Yes.
images or labels or things like that
Yes.
on there. I wonder if
And I haven't
there's
used
something
any
there.
in a while, but that would be very interesting, I think.
yeah. I made some labels once, pretty poorly. I was not very good at it.
So you made the labels for the backs of your quilts.
I didn't do a great job. I'll just be honest there. So that, that experience probably would help me learn how to do it correctly, because now I know what not to do.
Okay, so she said ideas incorporating photos of loved lost ones. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's very
that might
cool.
even be something that Charity might be able to do. That's such a good idea, Michelle. Thank you. And I'm not going to forget that double Irish chain either.
Yeah. Got to start writing these things down.
Yeah, we need notepad. No, you guys are awesome. I'm so grateful that all of you are here and that have joined us. And Jennifer, one of the reasons I love 3-yard quilts is because we make them easy. We can make easy to more complicated. I had interlock all together and realized I'd assembled it wrong. Had to rip it out all but one row, but I love it. Wow.
Whoa!
That's amazing. That is
Good
truly
for you,
amazing.
Jennifer.
You know,
I think I might have just gone with it. Well, it's wrong, but it's okay.
Wow.
It's a new pattern.
So that's amazing. I actually had a little oopsie in one of my patterns not too long ago, and I ripped out the majority of it as well and redid it. So not my favorite thing to do, but did it because I wanted it right. I get it. Anita says, breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes that allow you to sew. Wow, really? Interesting. Quilting recipes. Well, there's always this thing called DoorDash. I'm a big fan.
Rose Charity would love to do the show on printable quilt blocks. Just signing her up, huh?
She's drafted.
Love it.
Well, Charity is so creative. Oh my
She is very
goodness. Oh my
creative.
goodness, she's just such a. I'm so grateful she's working with us.
Oh yeah, yeah. She comes up with. If you haven't seen her embroidery video, you really need to go check it out. She teaches us how to do some stitches. I say us because she taught me too, and then puts a bunch of different ones on different patterns and shows you different ways to use the colors and things. They look so cute.
So neat.
What she
So
did with
wonderful.
Buddy Bungalow is incredible.
Yep, it was incredible.
Yeah.
She made that house look like a $1 million house.
Yeah.
For sure. So Rain writes a small prayer on the back of her quilt.
Aw.
It may just to say, God bless you and love. That's so sweet.
That
I
is really
love that.
sweet.
I love that. Oh, Anita wants more staff pics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we do need to do more staff pics.
Let's do that. Absolutely.
There are so many fun things. Okay, so we've had staff pics. People are enjoying the sew alongs. That's good.
Keep Matchmaker,
Keep
a double
Matchmaker,
Irish
yeah.
chain, and a photo memory quilt.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are so great. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank
And
you.
we really do like getting all of these things back from your comments too. When we read comments on the videos too and get more ideas from that, I am grateful because it helps us come up with video ideas. So we don't have to come up with all of them. You give us the perfect ideas.
Yes. And, I'm going to give Hannah a little shout out here because Hannah's our production manager. And Hannah basically schedules the videos. She pulls all the things together, all the kits, all the pieces and parts, all the renderings, all the, the quilt images, all the everything. And she writes outlines and she just does so much. If there's research to be done, she researches it. And you really put a lot of work into making our videos just top notch. Now we have a team, so but she is definitely integral to that. And we have Justin, of course, which I've already talked about. And in case you guys haven't noticed, we have Jake as well. Now, Jake was the fingers behind the quilt
Yep.
there for a little while. I know a few people mentioned that. But he is a very skilled photographer, and he's doing a lot of our photo shoots now. And I'm very grateful to have him as part of our team as well. And he does work on videos as well. So
Yeah, and he helps me do research too when I need some help on that, which I'm very grateful for. Yeah, there's a lot of people who I would not be able to do my job without.
So I think it's a team effort for sure. But
Oh, yeah.
you do so much of the preliminary work, and
Thank you.
it's very appreciated. Very, very appreciated.
So sweet, thank you.
Yeah, yay, good
That's
team.
so nice.
You're right. You do rock, Hannah.
Aw,
Joyce said
thanks,
it.
Joyce. That's so nice.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I
Oh, you're
love
heading
it.
to a quilt retreat. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about your quilt retreats. What are your top tips if you're going to go to a quilt retreat or a quilt class? What do you suggest? I'm interested to see. Yeah. What I've never been to one, so I don't actually know what the
We
best
should go
stuff.
on one.
We should go on one.
I was talking to Renee earlier today, thinking I need to go on a quilt retreat.
Yeah,
'Cause I've never been.
Yeah, Renee has another person on our team too who she helps me a lot with the piece. And she makes all the pieces and parts, and it's amazing. I would be lost without her.
Yes. Mimi asked who names the quilts. That.
I don't know why you look so
Who names the
shy.
quilts? Would you help us? Would you come help us name quilts? It's that's also a team effort. Sometimes when we design a quilt, we say, oh, it's named this. It's totally named this. And other times we're like, it's the square quilt. It's this quilt. And we name it, or we refer to it from whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's just like a standing name, a working title.
We just had I had to name a bunch of quilts, and I was going, okay, this book's going to layout. I've got to get some names on these quilts. And we just started saying, what do you think about this one? What about this one? And we start going online, and we look at synonyms, and we look at things that look like curves or things that look like, we just start, you help, and everybody helps. It's kind of all over.
Yeah, Jessica always comes up with a lot of them.
Jessica does
she
great.
has a lot of good name ideas.
Yeah.
Thesaurus.com though, it's pretty great.
And
It's a save tab on my bookmarks.
And I have to say, between Hannah and Jake, they're real good with AI, and sometimes they get good names from that too. So
That's true. Well, I have to admit I don't use it very much anymore. I lost my skills once Jake started. I didn't have to. Fallen book.
it's jumping off into
Oh
your lap.
no. Well, here, this is a good time. Have you seen our latest book, Make It Easy with 3-yard quilts? It's a great book.
It's
8
great.
patterns, all written for 3 1-yard cuts and instructions for a twin and a king queen.
Yep. And they all go together super fast, all
Yep.
squares and rectangles, very, very easy. So that was an impromptu plug there.
There you go. Have y'all made any from the book yet? I feel like I've seen some pictures from
Yeah.
people already.
Yeah,
Some
I
of
think so, too.
I've been amazed. Some people can whip up those quilts very quickly.
I've seen several elemental, which I think is very,
that's
very
cool.
interesting. So that's good. All right. Paula made a table runner, the Eclipse. That sounds very interesting. Okay.
That's fun. Do you guys name your pieces, your quilts?
Yeah.
Yeah, after you make them?
Dolores asked, do you have a running list of current quilt names so you don't name 2 the same? Well, we have actually done that before. And we had to change it.
Oh.
Oops, we can't name it that. We do keep a running, you keep a running list of names.
I keep a running list of quilt kits.
Yeah.
I don't have a list of quilt names though. Well, they're in here. But I don't have I have a spreadsheet for all of the quilt kits that we have ever named from
It's a lot.
2021 forwards.
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know if I was quite that organized right at 2021 because I started in 2020.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I was on my organization game at that point.
She's got great names. She's got a lot of great names. So Catherine, thank you for joining us. You love Charity's video. I'm going to make sure and tell her that you guys are just sending her love. She will appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Patty, Emily at Terribly Rad, on her last YouTube showed all the 3-yard quilts she worked on during her retreat.
Whoa.
Wow, I haven't gotten to watch that one yet.
Yeah.
I'll have to go see.
She's great also. If you guys
Love
haven't
Emily.
watched Terribly Rad at Emily over there, she's awesome. We did a collaboration with her, and she was so fun.
She
was
was
so
so
nice. We interviewed her, and she interviewed us. Those are great videos, too. You can check those out.
They really are. All right, and Merm, hope about something on the care of quilts, like is there a special way to fold one? That's a very good suggestion.
Yeah.
I've seen a few things on YouTube on how people are folding them differently. That's a good idea. That is a good idea.
My sister-in-law actually also asked for a video on caring for quilts.
How to wash them, how to care for them. I love it.
how to mend them if a seam comes undone.
Charity can tell us that.
Oh, yeah, probably. Charity, we're gonna start making a list of here's your new videos.
All right. Cassie asked, how many patterns in all are there now? 22 books, 8 patterns a book, and about 70 or 80 individuals. Oh my goodness. I don't know, but we're going to count and find out. Because I would have to add them up.
Yep, I have to do that too. And I don't want to do math on air. If you guys have seen What Quilting Taught Me series, you know I'm not a math person. I make Blake do all my math for me. Which I guess I'll explain who Blake is. So Blake is my boyfriend, and he is also Fran's son.
He's very sharp.
So he's very good at math. So whenever I struggle, I will go and show him. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to do this. This is my seam allowance. What do I cut it at?
The really great things, he grew up with quilting, so
Yep.
he understands it.
Oh yeah. It's kind of funny. I'm like, you grew up with quilting, like always being around it. How do you feel now that your partner also quilts and does all of it?
He loves
He doesn't mind.
Okay, let's see what else we have here. Valeria, thank you so much. We learned from you too, so we appreciate that you were learning from our videos. Susan asked, do you wash your quilts before gifting? I would recommend that.
I always do, just so it gets a little soft. Because I do like using a lot of Mary Ellen's Best Press, so it does get a little bit stiff, which is easier to work with when you're doing it. So I like to wash it and get it soft and cozy.
Yeah. And besides, my cat likes to sleep on them when I'm working on them, so I need to get all that off.
That's true too. Yeah.
Brenda's going to quilt retreat and has 11 kits made up with patterns. Wow.
Ooh,
You get a
be there for
whole
a week? That sounds awesome.
Hannah, we're going to go on
Oh,
vacation
yeah,
together.
I'm gonna go on a quilt retreat. Sounds great. Can we go to a quilt retreat on the beach?
Can you sew on the beach? Maybe.
Well, not literally on the beach, in a beach house.
Sounds perfect. Yes. Raise those windows. All right, guys, this has been so much fun.
It's been awesome.
We love chatting with you. We love all of your ideas. We love being in a conversation with you, and that's what these lives allow us to do.
Well, yeah, it's very nice getting all of your feedback, all your comments, and seeing what kind of stuff you like.
Yep, and we've got some great ideas.
Yeah, awesome ideas too.
And we have a list for charity.
Yeah, and they keep coming too.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Okay, let me see what Mary says, and then we probably need to wrap this up. Just made a table runner out of 4 corner play blocks with some 2 colorways of fabric, 1 and 3 with a pink and basic 2 fabrics came from you ages ago.
That's
How
so
awesome.
cool.
Send us a photo at
Yeah.
We Listen at Fabric Cafe so we can share with everyone.
Oh yeah. Send us pictures, even if it's not like a full quilt. If you used a 3-yard quilt block to do something different,
Yes.
show us. That's awesome.
Yes.
I made my mom a table runner with jewels. with some of the Jewels blocks for Christmas. And so that's pretty cool.
That
A
is
table runner out of corner plate box. That's awesome. Very
That is
exciting.
awesome. All right, guys. Well, yes, I would love to sponsor a quilt retreat, Joyce. I just need about 3 more people to help me with my work.
Yeah.
That is in the back of our mind, though. So
Yeah. It's a goal, long-term
yeah.
goal for sure.
So anyway, well, thank you. I want to say again, thank you so much for joining this. And if you're just signing on, don't forget that you can go back on our live tab and watch from the beginning again and see all of the comments. And Hannah, thank you for being here with me.
Thank you, Fran. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
It is always fun. And we love you from our bottom of our heart. Continue to like our videos. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure and do that. And we will see you on Thursday.